Hey everybody, thanks for showing to watch. So we have our severe storms that have unfortunately turned fatal across the south. It's a really sad story, guys. Her mother and her son died because of a tornado. There've been so many tornado reports. I mean, in my time of forecasting storms, I've never seen anything like this. There are dozens of tornado reports that we'll check on in a moment. It's blowing up on radar, guys. We got a moderate risk out. We got a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch. They're probably gonna, update that to a warning. And man, I really hope that everyone was prepared for this because this was tough. A tornado came through New Orleans. Just nuts. Alright, so we got a little small risk bumping up to Indianapolis. Now, if you're in the very light green risk for today, most likely not going to happen. Again, doesn't mean you should not take this seriously. You gotta take it seriously, guys. I mean, from what's been happening, there's no way you're gonna, get hit later tonight with one of these storms and think that nothing's gonna happen. I mean, something will happen, guys. We're extremely close to this becoming a high risk, and a high risk is when it is certain that severe weather will happen. Tornado threat blowing up again. We got 15%. So, probability of a tornado within 25 miles of a point. Hatched area 10% or greater. So, we're talking right in this area if you're in the yellow or the 15%. But I like what the National Weather Service did. They put little line marks in the area for most enhanced risk for a tornado. So EF2 to EF5 tornadoes within 25 miles from the point. So let's say you're like, 20. Sorry guys, just moved that. Let's say you're 25 miles east of Tallahassee. You could still get a tornado because, that's most likely in this 10% risk. So, yeah, it's just gonna be, it's, I hate to say it, but all the ingredients are in there. I mean, it's just fuel, it's just, right now, it's just all happening. Wind, a tiny bit less, but you still got a really good chance for some wind. You got probability of a damaging thunderstorm winds or wind gusts of 50 knots or higher than 25 miles of a point. 10% or greater probability of wind gusts 65 knots or greater within 25 miles of a point. So it's looking like the winds will be more in the overnight hours. So next few hours, that's when our winds will start ramping up a little bit. Hail, staying off to the south. We don't need to discuss this. I don't think that hail is going to be a problem with this, which is pretty interesting. Usually tornado outbreaks, have a lot of large hail accompanied with them. Here we go. Guys, this is going to shock you. I mean, this is nuts. We have so many reports of tornadoes. I'm speechless, guys. I haven't even looked at all of them yet. I swear most of these are all tornado reports. Head down to Vicksburg where a tornado passed through there. Okay. Tornado reported just north of I-20. We'll head down to the tornado, near New Orleans. This right here, okay. And right here, okay. Tornado emergency manager, damage to buildings. So a lot of damage to buildings. So these updates were most likely from the same tornado. But I mean, yeah, there's so much, I'm not even going to get to all of it. We'll head to a little bit farther west where our storms have moved through. Forest Hill, Louisiana. This has a lot of details, so we'll go through this one good. Tornado storm survey. Tornado continued northeast for 11 minutes. Numerous trees were snapped or uprooted. Damage to a residence and several outbuildings. Damage to a large office supply building. Damage to the LSU Agricultural and Forestry Office. So a lot of damage. So these storms down south here are, causing a lot of issues here. So I know one of these cells, these have definitely gotten a lot stronger, because a lot of the action was up here and was tracking through, was actually supposed to go through Arkansas, but now it looks like the action is down south. So you guys in Florida, watch out. I mean, I could definitely see a couple tornadoes in Florida. We have a water spout here. Okay. So, a cell that has broken off from our main source of thunderstorm has caused a water spout. So we got video relayed via social media of a water spout near Mid-Bay Bridge in the Chattahoochee. Sorry, I can't pronounce those. So water spout here. So one of these cells are storm cells are possible bring tornadoes. But yeah, one of these tornadoes did, again, unfortunately, kill a mother and... Alright, here's one. So, 3 injuries. Corrects previous tornado report from Angela, or, however you pronounce this. Mobile homes destroyed in Sharkey County. So, just north of Rolling Fork. We have another tornado here. Large transmission lines down across US 61 and homes damaged east of US 61. I mean, I just feel like every report we look at, it's a tornado. I mean, nuts. And we got down here in Galveston, we have rain, thunderstorm, wind. Weather flow site reported 37 mile an hour wind gusts. So, most likely from one of these storms that has strengthened after moving through Galveston. I just want to show you guys a lot of these storms have broken off. We have a little hook here, guys. We could have a tornado right here on the ground moving into Franklin, Georgia. But yeah, I mean, I just want to show you guys, a lot of these are strong cells that have broken off of the main line of storms. It's just charging through. Tonight's going to be a wild night for the southeast. Alright, here's our radar. So the GFS, like I said, blowing up on radar. GFS showing a lot of rain. Some ice down here in Virginia. This will slowly, but very slowly weaken overnight. A lot of cold air will be rushing through cold, dry air after the storm, and at one point, the whole southeast will be completely dry. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be very snowy, very cold. Because I mean, look how far down this just dips. I mean, it's nuts. So the warm front really retreating to give room to the cold front. Here's the HRRR, which is better because you have more. You have a better, overview of the cells, the severe thunderstorm cells. So you can see right now we have a very thin line. When you have these thin lines of little tiny dots of like red and purple, that's the severe storms. And any one of these large ones, like these larger ones up here inland, could most likely be supercells. And so any one of these could produce a tornado. I mean, we've been watching it all day, and they have been producing tornadoes already. So, I mean, I'm just gonna play this. This will lift north. Here's our secondary chance right here. You can see we're a little bit disorganized. Moving into Florida, warmer temperatures, warmer waters. Right here is our window of time for any possible severe weather, and then this will move into the northeast. So that is the HRRR model. We'll go to our blizzard, and right now it was just a lot of travel disruptions today and accumulating snow ongoing. So substantial storm for most of the north central. You can see a heavy snow in Illinois. So if any of you guys live in northern Illinois, even central Illinois, maybe, I mean, overnight you guys could have a period of very, very, very heavy snow. So you could wake up to numerous inches on the ground for sure in Illinois and even South Wisconsin. I mean, just a lot of snow in general. And this will move into Wisconsin in the early morning hours, bringing a lot more snow, and then even some heavy snow in Minnesota, bringing additional snow to that. Here's our little hook where we have to, remember, like I said in the last update, this hook has to go all the way around to be done with the snow, and you can see this kind of rotates and then diminishes over the next few days. Comes flurries, lingering around. Alright. Total snowfall. I'll play this for you guys. So right now, this is what we're looking at. So not that much. Not too surprising. Got 3 inches here in the Dakotas, but I'll play this for you guys. So here we go. Overnight hours starts getting ramped up. Watch the snow in Illinois. Those totals are going to fly. Alright. So that actually went too fast. Sorry. So, you can see here, we only got an inch in Illinois, and then that heavy snow will start coming in. You got 5 inches in northern Illinois. And that's what I'm talking about. But I think the question is how far south is the snow going to dip? Because you saw also there was heavy rain next to the heavy snow. So I think that's why the GFS isn't showing as much snow as I thought for northern Illinois. So, northeast. Got pretty much gonna be a hit or miss. I don't know. A substantial ice storm. I'll say that. So 7 p.m. You see the storm start creeping up on radar, just waiting there, ready for it to come. Some preparing, because overnight could be a little dangerous in terms of travel. You start getting into the overnight hours. You got some ice showing up here in Virginia, West Virginia as well, moving its way into Pennsylvania, and then our front will develop and bring a lot more heavier ice. So this is accumulating ice for all these areas, and actually all these areas are the areas that will have the most dangerous accumulating ice. So Northern Virginia, West Virginia, and South Central Pennsylvania will definitely have the most ice, up to 3/4 of an inch. So watch out for the ice. The ice is going to be a huge factor. As we move into the daytime hours, as our cold front tries to get a little bit organized, you get some more snow showing up. You still have pretty heavy ice moving into upstate New York. Still in central Pennsylvania, having more ice. And then will mostly turn into snow and then some rain behind it. So this low pressure will be just riding the coast, a little bit farther offshore as we first forecasted it to. So that's going to mean more rain for the coast. So if you live on the coast, it's going to be rain and wind. We'll get into the winds later because we got to talk about that. It's going to get a little gusty. But yeah, it's going to be for the Northeast, either rain or snow. This cold front's actually going to take a dip. And I feel like we could see some snow here on Long Island, New York City, possible right here, because you see our cold front becomes more strong and our snow takes a little further dip. So I'm going to take a look at what temperature we're at right here. So around the big city, so around New York, we got 38 degrees, so a little warm because you still have that warm front staying a little close, but it's definitely possible. Boston could see some snow. Yeah, they'll definitely have some snow, even areas on the coast, but that'll have to wait until the storm becomes farther north, and then it moves out. I don't know why I had that tab open, extra tab. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot to talk about our snow totals. So, good, our snowfall. Let's go to the total snowfall. I'll move to the Northeast for you guys. There you go. I'm just gonna play this for you guys, and you can see how much snow will be forecasted. So, yeah, around here is where the storm finishes, kind of moves out. Topping off at 18 inches, or actually, excuse me, that's wrong, 22 inches. So, this is pretty close to New Jersey. And you can see you have snow really close to the coast. I mean, this is going to be an intensely close storm. Because if this takes a turn and cold air rushes into the coast, it could be a full-on snowstorm for the whole East Coast. But if it stays how it's forecasted to, then it'll be heavy snow and ice, more farther inland, and then heavy snow when we get into the overnight hours Friday. There's your snow totals. We'll finish it off with our winds. Let me just go to Thursday. So right here off the coast, New Jersey, you got 25 miles an hour. So gusts up to 40. We got some gale warnings out. You know, it's going to get gusty. So, you know, if you can see some pretty strong gusts, then just, you know, don't be surprised because, you know, we've already forecasted that to happen and it's not going to be unusual. It's going to wrap up the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.